Rh negative blood, okay, is in 15% of the population of Earth. Okay, guys? Now, this is the Earth. These 4 cells circled in this purple likeish color. Okay? This is Fibonacci. This is 1/4 of the Fibonacci sequence, okay? There would be another one, another one, another one, to create 4-dimensional space and the hypercube. Moving on. This is the first column of Fibonacci, 911, and 600, or 006, if you read it from left to right, which is correct. Okay? In the beginning, God created the heaven, the 9, and the earth, the 6. The soul, or the spirit, and the flesh. So this being the first column of Fibonacci is a column of self. Okay, guys? This is the n+1 column, and this is the n+1 row. Now, this would be self plus 1. Being at 1 with self. At 1 with self, at 1 with self, at 1 with self, at 1 with self, at 1 with self. n+1, guys. The third column of Fibonacci and the third row of Fibonacci, okay? This is what you guys know, okay? Congratulations, you went to high school math class, okay? Congratulations, really, guys. This is the fourth column of Fibonacci. These numbers are correct. I decoded them, and it's really long and drawn out and complicated to explain. And if people don't understand that we live in Earth, which is concave, icosahedron, which is then spherical, because when the torus, or the balance, this is the magnetism, and everything else is light, guys, because dimensions of unity are just different depictions of magnetized light, and I went over that in my second video of this channel. Now, the Earth. So this big triangle, okay, is the V, guys. And this is a 1, and that's a 0, okay? Because this is the hand of God. It's very important that you understand the hand of God. That's the number 1. But before we get to 1, let's talk about 0. Because a 0 is a 1, okay? Now, the first V, okay? Look at that. There's a V here. Oh, well, I see a V here. That's a V. That's one V. And there's another V. That's a different type of V. I don't know, like that looks like a V right here, guys. Okay? There's your W. Double V. And then that's a V. Oh, well, where's your V? Okay, well, don't want to get into the hand of God and the V's and dimensions of unity, because I've already done that, and I feel like a crazy person talking to myself, and crazy is not an insult, it's actually a compliment. So you can go ahead and call me crazy, you can call me an idiot, you can call me whatever the fuck you want. You know what? That word's not a bad word either. Okay? So you can say anything you want at me. But all I'm trying to say is that when this triangle sat down, when the triangle of man, because this is the fire of your soul, which originates from a star, okay? That's the fire, that's the water, or the earth, that's the water, and that's the air. Because that's Pluto, that's Neptune, and that's Uranus, okay? But the elements have to be, whatever's created at the beginning has to be brought down to the next cell, the next dimension of unity, okay? So we went from a 1, guys. Like, I don't know how to show you that more. To a V. To a V. Okay, guys? An A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Okay? Now, when the Earth sat down, that's where your Rh positive people come from. Of all the different blood types. Of the O blood type. Because to become 1 and the trapped 144,000, we are all going to have the same blood type. Okay, guys? Then you have O, then you have A, you have B, and then you have AB. So Rh positive people, 85% of the world, right here, okay? 85% of the world have a combination of these 4 blood types and are Rh positive. Rhesus factor positive. Okay? Now, this line right here is like the earth, but only different. So this right here is what we call in in Revelation 16, this is the false prophet, this is the beast, and this is the dragon. Okay? Now notice one thing about O-type. O-negative blood is universal, donor and recipient. Look at that. It's not as long as the other ones. You know? It's not 1 of 10 of 55 of 768. It's 1 of 89 of 898. Because 11 is the number of ascension, guys. And when you ascend, okay, the O-negatives can give blood to all of these blood types and receive blood from all of these blood types because they are one. Okay, guys? And that's like the blood is what's in your universe. Okay, guys? It's what's in your universe. Your universe. Because you are God. And everything is God. Okay? Everything is God. Now, where does the 15% come from? Well, if this is the earth and we're 1 of 7, where God of earth is the number 7, okay? And we're 1 of 7 of 13. Well, 13, eh? Well, that's in the 3rd column of Fibonacci, the one that everyone knows and loves. Because congratulations, you went to high school. Okay? Take out a calculator. Okay? Let's do some math. I'm just gonna talk about it. You guys can do the math. 1 divided by 13 times 2, because humans come in 2 types, masculine and feminine, is equal to 15.38%. Wow, that sounds about as many of these guys as there are. Okay? Do you see what I'm talking about? All this means is that your fire does not originate from the 88, or maybe it doesn't originate from the 88 constellations, the fixed rotating constellations. You know, because we're the aliens, guys. The RH negative people are the aliens. Okay? And you guys are like the humanoids, I guess. Okay? Because that's man, okay, from Earth. Like, we're all man, guys. We're all on Team Earth. Okay? But the people on Team Earth, you know, look at that. You got four V's. 4 V's. You have a V here. And then, when that sits down, that becomes the Earth. But it's still a V, guys. It still has an A squared plus B squared plus C squared. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Because these are like Earth, but just only a little different. Now, 4 V's. Look at this, guys. 1 V, 2 V, 3 V, 4 V. Okay, but that's the number 6. That's your flesh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's your flesh. There's 1 more V, guys. Okay? 7, 8. Look at that, the 5th pillar rising. 9, most powerful number. 10. That's 10. 10 is perfection. Okay? 4 V's. 2 V's make an X. Okay? 2 X's make an L. Okay, this is the highest dimension of L that I can make with the hand of God. Okay? Which it's also a V, guys. If you think about it differently, it's a V. That's the 5th dimension of V. Okay? Now, RH negative blood. Okay, well, what about this one? Well, this one's special, okay? Because look, this is a 4 by 4 by 4. But when you start talking about the 5th column of Fibonacci, that's where you make the X, guys. And at the center of the X is the 233 and the trapped 144,000. Okay? So this right here, I don't know what this does yet. I haven't done enough study, okay, about dimensions of unity and looking at things differently. Okay, but the O negative blood, they're special, guys. And I think that once we become one and fully ascend to the 5th age of the Earth, okay, because right now, we're in the 4th age of Earth, okay? We're in the 4th age. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in the 4th age. And this column of the 4th age is ruled by time. This is time, okay? And God is Z, 26, N plus 2 is 28. You got self, galaxy, universe. N plus 1, N plus 2. Okay? Now, You want to become 12. Because 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is complete. It's when you start. You start at 0 and you end at 12, okay? It's the circle. It's complete. Okay? 12 is complete. And I think once we get to here, we're all going to have the same blood type. Everyone will have the same blood type. So forget about the aliens and the, humans or whatever the hell division you want to talk about, because there is no division, because we're all on Team Earth, guys. Okay? If they want to kill the RH negative people, I'm pretty sure they know who we are. And whatever. I don't fear death. I don't fear anyone. I don't fear anything. Okay? It's not arrogance. It's not egotism. It's confidence. Okay? I'm confident. I don't have fear. I can't stop what's not in my control. Okay? I can't. Now, I've said this months ago, that these are where your blood types come from. This is truth. Okay? And this is the 5th age of men, which apparently we're already here. Apparently, the Earth, the name of the Earth in the 4th age was Gaia. Gaia. Okay? 7191. Nines cancel. 711. Okay? Now, 7, 1, and 1 is 9. You can't cancel when you're left with a 9. So that's the most powerful. So Gaia was the most powerful number, okay? Ruled by death in the 4th age. In the 5th age, I just found out that the Earth has a new name for the 5th age of the Earth. And that's Aria. A-R-I-A. That's a 1, an 18, a 9, and a 1. Okay? And I should have done this with Gaia, but you got to read everything from left to right. You got to read it from left to right. Okay? My right and God's left are on the same side. Okay? Because man and God are reversed. Right now, this is God. Okay? It has a soul. This has a soul, guys. Okay? It has a singularity within. Okay? It has a singularity within. Okay? And that's the soul. Okay? And if I were to crumple this or rip it up, okay? Or take little pieces away, the singularity would have to be adjusted and it would change slightly. Okay? There'd be a new center. And I would have created a new God. Let's create. Let's create. Look. Oh, wow. I created a new God. And its left and my right are opposite of each other. Because man and God are reversed. Okay, guys? That's what's going on here. Okay? Now, RH negative blood, yeah, it's special. It's different. Okay? It was attracted... If the fire within the RH positive people comes from the 88 fixed rotating constellations... No, not even that. What if the fire within the RH positive people comes from, the 12 zodiac signs? I believe that there's different types of zodiac signs. There's zodiac signs that have 14 symbols instead of 12. N+2, guys? Self, galaxy, universe. N+1, N+2. So what if all this means is that the RH negative people, our soul originates from somewhere else different than the RH positive people, okay? Which means my children and my wife, their souls came from here. And my soul, I believe, came from 1 of 9 of 34 of 49, and maybe that's where Orion is. I don't know. Okay? It's all about dimensions of unity. Look, when you make the V, guys, when you make the V, you make Earth. That's 1 of 4. Because you have to have 3 other things that are similar yet different to make an X. And once you have the X, guys, and the X sits down, when the X sits down, this line right here, 1 of 15 of 610 of God knows what and God knows what, because I haven't decoded that yet, is going to be the first row. Maybe that's going to be called, right here, Aria. Alright, so this is Gaia. And this is going to be Aria. And then underneath Aria, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Underneath Aria, there's going to be 4 more rows. And then after those 4 rows, we're going to make the next dimension of unity. Which is an L, guys. Which is the 5th dimension of unity on the hand of God. That's what I think. I hope you enjoyed the video.